Welcome to the BMW Group press conference. Please welcome the President of BMW North America, Mr. Ludwig Willich.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a very warm welcome at a very special time for BMW. In 2015, we marked the 40th anniversary of BMW North America, and we set a new record selling more than 346,000 vehicles, the highest US volume in BMW's history. The result also makes the BMW #1 premium brand in the United States. Our ongoing sales success continues to be driven by the debut of exceptional new products, from the all-new BMW X1 to our flagship, the all-new BMW 7 Series. Every one of them offers the highest level of performance, aesthetics, and innovations. And every one upholds our enduring commitment as the maker of the ultimate driving machine. But BMW's long-standing success in the US goes well beyond our products. Our commitment to this market, the footprint we've established here, is strong and far-reaching. A prime example is our manufacturing plant in South Carolina, a cornerstone of production for the BMW Group. In fact, the plant achieved a new record in 2015, producing over 400,000 BMWs. This record now makes Spartanburg the single largest plant of the BMW Group in the world. Spartanburg is the production site of our X3, X4, X5, and X6 models. In fact, our X models are the fastest growing segment for BMW, representing 1/3 of BMW's overall 2015 sales in the United States. No doubt, our Spartanburg plant plays an important role for the BMW Group. It is also home for the next new model we're pleased to show you today. Ladies and gentlemen, making its world debut, the all-new BMW X4 M40i. Emotion, desire, excitement, these are mere words that can only attempt to describe the true experience behind the wheel of this all-new M Performance model. And once again, BMW proves that M is the most powerful letter in the world. From first glance, the X4 M40i shows its M Performance positioning with a sporty coupe roofline and wide stance. But it's what lies underneath that proves the performance roots of X4 M40i. Also making its world debut, our M engineers have created an all-new M-tuned version of the 3-liter straight-six engine that delivers 355 brake horsepower and 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. This is our top performance X4 model, and it once again proves our unrelenting drive to provide the finest premium performance vehicles anywhere, thanks to the X4. Over the last 40 years, it has been our enduring commitment to our philosophy that remains a cornerstone of BMW's success in America today. But the history of BMW Group's success is much longer. This year, we celebrate a truly global milestone, 100 years of the BMW Group. And over these 100 years, the BMW Group has thrived to become the success story it is today. By pausing to reflect on our company's historic progress, we see that at every point along the way, the BMW Group has always been a future-oriented company taking a look ahead to shape the future. And this thinking will continue as the company looks to the next 100 years. I'm now pleased to welcome board member Dr. Ian Robertson to tell you more about the BMW Group worldwide.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be back here in Detroit. And what a great way to kick off our centenary year. 100 years ago, the roots of the BMW Group really began. And today, we enjoy much success as, of course, the ultimate driving machine. Now, this dynamic car behind me symbolizes an era that was very, very special for BMW. The BMW 02 series put BMW on the map here in the United States, and it made the company what it is today. Now, 5 decades ago, the 02 series introduced the world to a sporty, lightweight, compact sedan, and it proved that practical, reliable cars could also be great fun. And the most powerful car in the series was, of course, the 2002 Turbo. And what our engineers did back then has made it a legend today. With a combination of know-how from motorsport, groundbreaking technology, the 2002 Turbo was Europe's first turbocharged car. And customers were thrilled with 170 brake horsepower, a maximum speed of 132 miles per hour, and an acceleration from 0 to 60 in just around 7 seconds. And most importantly, the 02 series established BMW as a legitimate contender here in the US. And for most Americans, the 02 was the first BMW they had ever seen on their streets. And I can tell you it attracted a strong following and is now a cult classic among the BMW enthusiasts. Its success paved the way for the launch of BMW of North America in 1975. As Freude am Fahren and the ultimate driving machine were largely based on the sporting pedigree that the company earned on the strength of both the 02 series and, of course, the much-loved 3-liter CSL. Now, thanks to our 2002, and a very special thanks to Gary Bellasine, who's sitting over here in the front row, who let us use his great car today. I might actually be taking it home with me, Gary, so maybe you might not be taking it home with you, but we really appreciate you letting us use that, and I'll really appreciate that. Now, today, you will find the DNA in every vehicle we create, demonstrating that this commitment is alive and well. I'd like you to watch the film, and I'll be back in just a moment with the next world premiere. So, ladies and gentlemen, hear that engine and instantly you realize that BMW M cars are just a breed apart. Ladies and gentlemen, the first ever BMW M2 Coupe, and it's the very soul of what BMW stands for. The first ever BMW M2 is not only the legitimate successor to the 1 Series M Coupe, it also continues that tradition of compact, high-performance sports cars that started, of course, with the 200 Turbo that I just showed you. Now, it's characterized by a highly emotional M design language, a bold motorsport-inspired appearance with exceptionally wide stance, and that, of course, reflects its powerful presence. Now, the strong heart of the BMW M2 Coupe is its 3-liter, straight-six twin-turbo, an engine producing 365 brake horsepower, and a sprint from 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, so a little better than that car from the 70s. And the new BMW M2 Coupe has all it takes. Extrovert styling, outstanding performance with rear-wheel drive agility, a lightweight aluminum front and rear axle directly from the M3 and M4 models. Now, market launch in April of this year, and I'm absolutely sure that US customers are going to love this car. And I'm very confident that the BMW M2 Coupe will continue the BMW M success story. And in 2015, M had an outstanding year. Full-year sales of M vehicles worldwide were up by a staggering 65% to over 35,000. And sales of our ever-growing range of M performance vehicles grew over 16% to over 28,000. And I'm delighted that American fans are such big fans of the M vehicles, because this is our largest market in the world by a big margin. Now, BMW M's strong performance last year helped contribute to the most successful sales year ever in BMW Group's history. Last year, we sold around 2.25 million BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce vehicles all around the world. And this was an increase of around 6.1% on the previous year and the 5th consecutive record year for the BMW Group. Now, BMW, Mini, and BMW Motorrad all achieved new sales records, and Rolls-Royce posted its second best sales year ever in history. BMW i also had a great year. The i3 has established itself at the pinnacle of its segment, and in 2015, we sold almost 30,000 i3s and i8s all around the world. And the i3 is the world's 3rd best-selling pure electric car. Now, we're transforming and transferring our knowledge from the i products to electrify our whole fleet. And this year, we'll add several new models as plug-in hybrid versions, including the 3 and the 7 Series, which you see on the left-hand side of the stand. Now, as I mentioned, this year is a very special one for the BMW Group. We will celebrate the official start of our centenary on the 7th of March, followed by events in other key markets, and the United States is, of course, our second home, and of course, we will bring those celebrations here to the US. Now, this great milestone will inspire us to do better, to go further, and to aspire even higher with our focus firmly on the next 100 years. And in 2016, we're again aiming for sustainable growth. The new 7 Series and the X1 have both had an excellent start, and we expect them to provide even more sales momentum as we progress through this year. Now, we'll also continue our strategy of geographically balancing that growth, and we'll continue to invest in innovative drivetrain technologies, lightweight design, and connectivity. Now, one thing is for sure, we are continually evolving whilst remaining true to our DNA, the ultimate driving machine, with innovation and technology at its heart. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now ask Ludwig to join me back on stage. And thanks again to everyone coming today. We really appreciate your time. And make sure you come up here and have a look at the first ever BMW M2 Coupe. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen.